Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to do a e-bike conversion. Got my mate Steve over and basically he's got a bike, so we're going to try and convert it into an e-bike. I've not done this particular bike before, so I don't really know what we're up against. So it's a good example of what to do with it. And this kit is going to be a 500 watt stroke 750, so it should have enough power. Let's go to the workshop and crack on. So the sun's actually come out. It was raining earlier, typical British, them in summertime. So here we go again, guys. We've got another bike in here, in pieces, ready to be converted to an electric bike. So I'm using the 500 watt kit, as I was saying in here. I've covered this in another video, but basically you've got the battery, you've got your screen, you've got your motor. That's the motor wheel with the 7-speed sprocket on it. It's a screw-on type. We did have an issue with this bike at the beginning because this bike has a hub on it, even though it's a 7-speed gear. So this was quite unusual really. Normally you'll have these hubs on bikes that have got maybe like 10 gears, but not 7. So watch out for that. You won't be able to use that, so you will actually have to get a 7-speed screw-on sprocket. So what is this bike, Steve, this one?
It's a Spanish brand, Orbea, an MX-50.
Yeah, it's really nice actually. It's a nice black. You wanted something sleek and modern, didn't you, to actually, you know, to make it look good, because obviously the Trek builds and stuff that I've been doing have actually, you know, they've been looking pretty nice. So Steve wanted something that looked good, and he managed to find this at a bike shop down the road from him, which is quite lucky because the UK right now, with the lockdown, it's really hard to find a decent bike. So we're all gloved up, observing social distancing guidelines. Got a 2 metre gap between us. Bend over. So this is quite a low profile motor. You know, it's substantial, but it's actually quite low profile. And these are Alex rims as well, so you're getting decent rim. So let's see if we can get this slotted in. So with this particular motor type, see this axle is actually going in those dropouts. Lovely. The caliper's a little bit close, but we need to adjust this, and also we need to put a disc on this, but right now we haven't got the right disc because we've come across another problem, which is on the rear wheel from the existing bike, the disc isn't removable. So another thing to watch for. So on these kits you've got a high go connector, so basically, you know, it makes it easy to get the back wheel off. This is the same as, this is a 500 watt kit, and the 250 watt kit is exactly the same as well. So you've got a high go connector, you can easily take it off. Whereas, you know, some of the others, they were wired directly into the controller. The higher power kits tend to not have those high go connectors because it's just a huge amount of current running through there. But that's that anyway. So we're going to get the tyre and the tube on this now. So I've got some nice Maxis high roller tyres. Big fan of these, they look really good. They've got a decent tread pattern on them, and they should give us quite a lot of traction. You know, you need something decent on an e-bike. Got the tyre on, looks pretty good. I think these are 2.4s, these tyres, so yeah, you wouldn't want to go any more than that, I don't think, on this. It's generally alright, but let's get it pumped up and see. But they do look good, don't they? Look at that. That does look pretty chunky. So we've got a little spacer on here just to stop the frame from, you know, touching anything that side on the dropouts, and then we've got basically the same the other side. Start with that and see how we go. I think it'll be alright. And then basically we've got, you know, your outer pieces which will kind of secure in the frame that way, and I think we'll be good to go. Right, get these wheel bolts done up nice and tight. We haven't got a disc on here yet, we're going to test it out first. We've got to go to the shop and get a disc. But yeah, we'll get it up and running first. Motor's on.
Sounds decent, let's have a listen.
Motor's on. Get this crap off of here. We're going to stick in that Minion DHR. Yeah, I know it's a DHR, but you can run these on the front. It's not essential that it goes on the back. Getting that front wheel on. Not exactly Formula 1 speed, is it?
Well, it's e-bike channel, whatever. Hasn't even got a pump that works.
Yeah. This is terrible. Push the valves. Can't actually stand them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Front wheel's on. We're all good. Now we've got to do the battery, screen, everything else. Oh, look at that. It just flipped it up the other way around.
It's decent, doesn't it?
That looks insane. That's a nice looking bike, isn't it? That looks better than the Trek, I think.
Orbea MX-50, way to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you reckon keep it?
Bin it. And them as well.
Oh yeah.
Straight in the bin.
They've definitely got to come off.
Right, so we're going to stick the battery on. So we've got the battery mount. This is the kit that's got the controller built into the mount, so quite substantially. heavy, but it goes that way around. You can see the heatsink on the bottom. But basically, because of that, it means you've only got that space to actually mount onto the bike. And on this particular bike, these are the bottle mounts. So when you come back and have a look, you're not going to be able to fit this the normal way round because there's nowhere, you know, that is going to be in the way. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to mount the battery the other way round. It'll still look fine, but it will just mean it goes the other way round. And I think because we are not going to be able to get more than one of these on, we're going to have to do a tie wrap arrangement and do it. So this is what happens. You will have to maybe kind of modify things or just kind of make stuff up as you go along with different bikes because every bike's different. But ultimately, as long as you've got the motor on there, everything's going to be fine. Right, so we've got the battery on, battery's on, don't worry about that bit there. That's just holding the battery up because I need to find the key. I seem to have lost the key for the battery. We've got most of it sort of done. Screen's on there as well, throttle, thumb throttle's on there. And yeah, we need to route some cables. This is going to be like a bit of a work in progress. We're going to come back to it and sort of tidy things up and everything else. But for the moment, it's looking pretty sweet. It's getting excited now. Wants to have a go.
To get out.
It does look so good though, doesn't it? I know we've got to finish some other bits, but most of the wiring was okay because the battery's the other way round and the controller wires come out the top. It has been a bit tight, but we might have to get an extension cable that is a bit longer, that can run from there up here a little bit. Also, because of where the battery is, we've ended up with a bit of a loom of cable up here. It's not too bad though. I think everything's okay, but let's give it a little run up test in here. Yeah, go on. What? Yeah, this is gonna be good. Right, ready?
Test run.
Oh my god.
I think I let him on the light.
Yeah. It's looking sweet. Right, time for a rip. Test out the new bike. It's looking sweet. There's a car coming. Oh my god. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying it already. Feel the power. It's got some power. I'm on the Vapor, so you'll hear my mid-drive going crazy, but it's pretty quick. It is pretty quick. I'm not going to come past from the inside holding a GoPro. Oh, you're going to get covered in water. Oh. How's it feeling?
Yeah, it feels nuts.
It's good, isn't it? It's pretty powerful. I'm really surprised. It's doing about 25 mile an hour down there. It was still climbing up as well. Hot off the charger, I think that battery, it probably would do.
It's tipping on 28.
Yeah, nearly 30. That was slight. I don't think it's completely flat there as well. But yeah, it's good.
Than me. We'll find it hard to match his speed because he wants to lurch forward. I just nudged on 31 and took the power off. Yeah, that was a bollocks.
Yeah, fast that is, isn't it? See, when you haven't got the
So
wind, like
good.
normal. So just doing a little test on this. It's not even hot. I mean, it's slightly warm and it's black and it's sunny. So you need to put a disc brake on the back anyway, but for now, he's using the front brake, which is actually, yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It does stop. I've ridden it myself. It does stop well. That's so impressive. The pull away, there's a lot of torque in there. There's a lot of torque from that motor. It's very surprising for a small motor. And with that, you wouldn't even actually, you know, if you looked at that back wheel, you wouldn't even really notice that motor if you weren't really looking for it. It's only the battery, which is just giant, but
Just about fits in the frame.
yeah, just about fits in there. You happy?
Oh, whatever, mate. I love it. It's so much fun.
It is cool, isn't it?
So much fun.
Another e-bike convert.
Yeah.
They're all like lighting up and
We look like the devil. Oh, so good, so good. Love it. We'll let this van go past and then oh, sorry, mate. Oh, sorry, mate, but that's just got to go in a video. That was too funny. I'm sorry, I told her to go. I didn't think he was. I thought he was.
You told me to go!
I did. Oh, I feel like I stitched you right up there, mate. Sorry.
So yeah, guys, a lot of fun. You just can't beat it when you've got a couple of mates on e-bikes just ripping about. It's the best thing ever. And the power from that 500-watt kit is, I'm pretty blown away. If I'm honest, I wasn't expecting it to have that much kind of low down torque, but it just shows you just don't need massive amounts of power to actually kind of, you know, get impressive acceleration and a pretty decent top speed. So like all the other kits, that one's going to be on the store as well, so you'll be able to go and check that out and buy that. I think it's going to be a really good value for money kit, that one, because, you know, it's not quite as crazy as the 1,500 watt one. You know, it's not going to be as expensive, but you're actually going to get a decent amount of power, and it's a bit better than your standard kind of 250 watt level. We are going to do a 250 watt one as well. The kit is available now, but I'm going to do the conversion on another bike, so that's going to be coming in another video. And as I was saying before about Steve's bike, he's going to be doing a lot more different modifications. He's still got to finish it, put the 160mm brake disc on the back of it, and kind of do a couple of other bits. I think he's ordered some new pedals and some grips and some other bits. So we're going to kind of follow that process of what he's actually doing to the bike and the things he's finding as he's going along, so you better see in real time, you know, what's actually happening with that. And next week there's going to be some fantastic weather, so we're going to get out and about, probably along the coast, the Essex coast, so really looking forward to that. So stay tuned for all of that, and I'll catch you in the next video.